So I first encountered Mecca when I came here as executive director 4.5 years ago, and I had no idea what a Mecca was, except my downstairs neighbor. But since then, it's grown a lot. Under Mija's leadership, it has really expanded its services and its premises, and now it has its own home. And when I walk down there to see what the kids are up to, I always pass the volunteers at the desk, and, who are extremely helpful. It's reassuring for me to know that those people are available on tap for our kids when they need to leave the classroom. They're always working to make this amazingly cluttered space look uncluttered, and they're always doing some cool art thing so that the students can see that real people grow up to be artists, and whether it's their day job or not, they find all kinds of ways to make art, to make beautiful things in the world using what other people might think of as trash. So what we have now is not just a freestanding classroom for art where they learn all the things that the state of Oregon thinks are important to learn and then some, but they get this example every day of these volunteers who are just doing all kinds of stuff, some very pedestrian, like tidying the shelves, but that's part of keeping an art space too. And other times teaching people and making art and decorating art and decorating the premises and having exhibits right there. It's like the kids don't just get a class in art, they get a class in being an artist in real life. And that's what the volunteers bring to the students of Network Charter School.
I would say that the volunteers there, they are tireless. I appreciate the work that the volunteers do there because if it wasn't for them, you'd never be able to find anything. They make these cute little tags for all of the little organized bins. They have to go through a lot of stuff, mentally and physically, to be there. They get all the donations in, and it's a never-ending job. You know, they come in and without question, they're ready to get to work, and they're helpful with the students. They're helpful with folks that come in looking for stuff, answering questions regarding workshops and, processes and things like that. And one of the cool things about it is, too, that a lot of the volunteers are also artists. So they have all these fun and creative ideas for the materials that come into Mecca. So, where somebody might just see like a pile of empty medicine bottles, a Mecca volunteer would know how to turn that into like a gorgeous chandelier or like an awesome lamp or something, unique and artistic and creative. So without Mecca volunteers, I think, it wouldn't be such a fantastic experience.
Our volunteers are dedicated and enthusiastic and very creative and full of fun, and we love them. We couldn't do it without them.
No, definitely not.
Yes, we appreciate the dedication of everyone that has volunteered over the years and hope that we can make them happy somehow on this day.
And I put to rest my heavy heart.
I am so impressed with Mecca and how Mecca has developed, and I'm just grateful to the bottom of my heart for the people who jump in and participate. I don't have the energy or the time anymore to do so.
Well, I just have to say that I feel great gratitude from the bottom of my heart that Mecca volunteers continue to be a force for inspiration for the community, both fostering individual creativity and the concept of not wasting. My job as waste prevention specialist for the county is rather challenging, but I am always heartened. I am always inspired and get a really deep sense of gratitude that there are people out there that continue to gain inspiration and value from Mecca's activities. Mecca volunteers really play an important role, I feel, in our community because the personal connection that they make with individuals to inspire, to facilitate, to assist, to foster a community, a sense of community, and a community ethic towards not wasting and gaining value from these interesting little things that we make recycled art out of is just, something that I really am grateful still exists, and it's due to the volunteers that this can continue in our community. I'd really like to sincerely thank every Mecca volunteer, although I never get to, spend a lot of time with Mecca these days. As my role as waste reduction specialist for Lane County, I directly benefit from knowing that there are volunteers out there and knowing that you are interacting with the community, creating inspiration, facilitation, and broadening the community ethic around recycled art, around valuing recyclable materials. So it's with great gratitude I would like to acknowledge all Mecca volunteers and say I'm a little jealous because I'd like to have the time to do it too.
Rolling. Okay. I've been working with nonprofits for a long time, almost 10 years now, and I think that I've never seen the level of dedication and commitment by volunteers that I have at Mecca. We really do a lot of extra work and a lot of extra time and put in such amount of passion. It's always teeming with volunteers, which I think is pretty amazing, pretty impressive. So, nice job.
We're rolling.
Hi, Mecca volunteers. We'd like to say thank you. We love Mecca and we love what you bring for our community.
We were so excited when Mecca came aboard with Summer the City Downtown and can't wait to see you again this coming summer.
Sweet.
That was not an ordinary day.
When I visit Mecca on Saturday afternoons, and Mija is nowhere to be found, there is always a parade of volunteers. I walk in, they greet me, I can't find the yarn, I can't find the little balls of wax, and those volunteers are all about it. We love the volunteers.
They know where everything is. They are passionate, they are caring, and they recycle.
They teach. They're creative, but they teach. They volunteer and teach. They teach.
Did I say they're passionate?
We love the volunteers at Mecca. Dedicated.
And they work for free.
That's the best part.
Lucky for us. Thanks, our chicks.
You're welcome.
That was not an ordinary day.
Bring love's Mecca volunteers. We love it that you make creative reuse a reality in our community and that you find ways to help people use all the things that we reject here at Marine. We just love what you do, and we really think that art is a great way to help people see resources in a new light and make this a world without waste. Thanks for all you do, Mecca volunteers.
So I went to work and sat in.
Our volunteers are awesome because they help me find class supplies for my classes and workshops, and they help the kids find the stuff they need. They help us with recycling, letting us know, because it's a little more complicated than we thought with all the eco sort, and it's got to be sorted into more categories than I originally thought. They rule and they help keep Mecca clean and put all the the stuff that we get in. They help put it back. Yeah, they're awesome. Thank you.
Thought about the world with a heavy heart.
Well, I would have to say